Okay, so we're going to learn about the parts of the cell again. I'm using my magnetic cell that's stuck to my refrigerator, and I would have used this in the classroom if we were there. So there's the cell. The outer edge right here is the cell membrane. This is an animal cell, not a plant cell. If it was a plant cell, it would have a cell wall as well. You're going to pick between drawing a plant cell or an animal cell. So you want to make sure that you have a cell membrane. And then we're going to put in the nucleus. The nucleus, as the center of the nucleus is the nucleolus. And that's the dark center part. And the nucleolus and the nuclei are the boss of the brain of the cell. It's the control center. It contains the DNA of the cell. And again, in the center, inside the nucleus, is the nucleolus, produces the RNA in the form of ribosomes. Next, we're going to add the mitochondria. Notice I'm putting more than one mitochondria up, so when you do your drawing, do more than one and label it mitochondria, spelling it correctly. Mitochondria, mighty man, powerful, powerhouse of the cell, produces the energy of the cell. Mitochondria, the energy source, converts oxygen and nutrients into energy for the cell to use. I'm going to add, vacuoles. Vacuoles, I'm going to put 2 on there. Those are the storage centers. The vacuoles help with digestion by storing water and waste material for the cell. So make sure you add at least 2. They are not going to be nearly as big. They're going to be as a plant cell. If you do a plant cell, you're going to do 1 large central vacuole. If you do an animal cell, you're going to do several small vacuoles. Okay, these are going to be lysosomes. Make sure you have a couple of those as well. A different color, round. Lysosomes are the filter. They clean out the cytoplasm, and digestion are the main function of the lysosomes. Digestion is the main function. So in our notes, we had it was cleaning the cytoplasm, keeping it clean, filtering the cytoplasm. All the blue in the background is the cytoplasm. Make sure that when we get to the final stages, you're coloring the whole thing, because you're going to get a point for coloring things. You're going to get a point or an assignment credit for labeling everything, and then you're going to have another assignment credit for describing very briefly next to the label that you're going to draw on the outside what that particular organelle does for the cell. Okay, we're going to add a rough ER. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Rough ER stands for, the ER is the endoplasmic reticulum. It's covered in ribosomes. So if you look at the little dots, those are the ribosomes. It's covered in ribosomes. And so look how squiggly it is. It's like a little maze. So you want to make it similar to that. And these rough ER are covered in ribosomes. They produce proteins and transport the materials throughout the cell. Then you have a smooth ER. Notice there are no ribosomes around the smooth ER. And they transport materials throughout the cell and produce membrane proteins and and digest lipids. Can't talk. So we also know that the ribosomes also produce proteins. Well, they're part of the rough ER, so that's part of the job too. Then we have, what is this? This is a Golgi apparatus right there. Golgi apparatus kind of looks similar to the smooth ER. Golgi apparatus prepares proteins and fats that are created in the ER to transport to the outside of the cell. So that was the packaging center and getting things ready to be delivered. That's the Golgi apparatus. And then these are the centrioles. Centrioles, we did not talk about them, but they are divide into two parts during cell division and assist with the cell division process, and they're only found in animal cells. So there's your parts of a cell and how you might draw them in your drawing painting that you're going to be making this week.